has been a very strong year for a majority of growth stocks, especially the ones reporting very strongly year on year and quarter on quarter, such as Zip, DroneShield, and many others, right? Until September. Early October, we have seen a very shared pattern in most growth stocks that have outperformed the market in the first half. In fact, most of them trading in a very similar downtrend ever since. Some of them correcting about 30% and others correcting even over 60%. We're going to be looking at those growth stocks, especially the ones that we believe could be the next winner, could be prone for a bounce and ticks all the boxes of BG trading. Let's have a look. My name is Les, I'm Chief Analyst of BG Trading Australia. I'd like to remind you this is not a financial advice. Just as from BG Trading, sharing how we apply our strategies together with our VP members to chase 20 to 40% profit within 1 to 3 months. Trades like we done with Zip early this year, which we locked 180% profit. We done also with gold, several gold stocks, Northern Star, Resolute Mining, Ramelius, Perseus, and many other stocks in different sectors, right? Incredibly good year. We are over 140% profit this year on our portfolio based on last week's update, right? And yes, we've been helping hundreds of people creating wealth or secondary income through trading. So if you like the way we trade, please subscribe this channel, share this video with someone that you believe would be interested into this content, and I'd like to invite you as well to become part of our Discord community, right? Link at the description below. We also on Facebook. And very important warning here. There are some people trying to impersonate our business. We just wanted to, if someone contact you, make sure they are from a verified account. We only have one Facebook account, BG Trading, and it is verified. There is a tick next to the name, right? And before we kick off in this this analysis, I would like to remind you that we are running Ultra Black Friday until end of this month, full tax deductible, discounts of 30 to 50% in some of our long-term membership program, VIP membership program. And if you ever contemplated to become a member of BG Trading, this is your time right now, okay? You're not only going to have access to all our trading setups, trades of 20 to 40% profit, but also you can chat with us during trading hours, and you can have access to our free online courses if you are signing up for 12 or on a 24-month plan. Don't let it slide. The time is now, and the market's still pretty good. A little bit volatile, but this volatility has opened very good opportunities in the short and the middle term, according to our strategy, according to our analysis, right? Now, let's kick off with Zip. Incredibly profitable stock for us, as you probably know. History of BG Trading, right? So I'm not going to go in detail on the fundamentals, but Zip has been reporting extremely well over the last quarters and also over the last financial year. And the outlook looks very strong for Zip, but it has come down from recent highs. So this long, like 2 months resistance level, it didn't break out, right? It came down about 33%, and now we have a little bit of recovery right there. But it's still about 30% below recent highs. And this again, it's not a speculative stock. This is a solid business. Zip is a business that has been growing year on year quite substantially, right? According to the RSI, a relative strength index, as you can see here, last time it was trading at oversold area, right there, was between February 2025 and April 2025, which we, by the way, took position to do one of our best trade, in fact, our best trade this year, 180% profit with Zip right there when we bought around $1.15 and held towards $3 level, closing our profit right there. Now we have similar correction, not as deep as we had there, but we have a number of effects that could lead into a bounce, right? First of all, I gotta tell you that bears are still in control of Zip as we speak, right? Zip is once again trading at oversold area as per relative strength index, right? Trading at technically discount for the short term. Fibonacci candles is still red, but has lost momentum to the downside. We might have a bounce right here, okay? So one sign of reversal right there, okay? The second sign is obviously oversold an RSI, so we have two signs right there, right? My only concern on the short term for Zip is that although the fundamentals are remarkably strong, outlook is very positive, it is still trading a little bit above the long-term moving average, right? Even though there was an upgrade right there, okay? It's closed the gap, by the way, pretty much, this gap here, right? It's closed. Even though it's trading at technically discounted price for the long term, for the short term trend, which is the red line, it is still a little bit above the long term moving average, which it doesn't mean it is technically discounted price for the short term. So we now trading a technically fair price for the long term and technically discounted price for the short term. So it is a buying area. Yes, it is a buying area, right? But bear in mind, we could see Zip still testing the long-term moving average, right? This pink line around just sub $3, just under $3, right? Our position is to accumulate and wait for the next bounce. We want to accumulate high-quality companies, right? Even though we trade for short-term, high-quality companies at technically fair price and technically discounted price, they normally tick all the boxes. And we might have another rate cut by Fed in December with U.S. government now pretty much back online. If that happens, then obviously that will be very positive for most of the growth stocks that we'll be looking into this video today. Okay. Now let's move to the second one. I'm going to decrease my face right there. Let's move to the second one. DroneShield. DroneShield is the fancy stock, another growth stock. DroneShield has been pretty much moving like Zip, but on steroids. Yes, it came from 60 cents in at the end of like beginning of 2025, pretty much. Yes, and went all the way to nearly $7, like $6.70 was the highest, pretty much. And then obviously now we had a huge correction for a huge rally, okay? The bigger the rally, normally the correction tends to be the biggest as well, right? 50% correction as we can see right there, right? Trading at like a strong hypothetical support level, as you can see, right? Last time went down. It has this number of days which DroneShield has accumulated, and now we could see the same happening right here. Okay, this offers a very interesting trading opportunity for the short term. As well as ZIP, I want to warn you that this is not extremely cheap, right? Especially DroneShield is still overpriced in comparison to ZIP. Numbers are far smaller than ZIP, right? When I talk about numbers, talk about revenue, margins, profit, and so on. So it is an overbought sector, and now it's trading at nearly oversold level right there. It was trading at overbought level in October. Now it's oversold level again. Extremely volatile stock. See, went up 100% from September to October, and then now down 50%. If it happens to go back to highs, then we could see another 80 to 100% again. Would I chase 100%? Of course, no. But if I was going to trade these right now, this trade setup actually looking pretty interesting. So we could aim for about 30% and a tight stop loss. 3-to-1 risk reward. Okay, 30% profit, 10% loss. Giving or taken. Make a very tight stop loss and chase 30%. Obviously, if it breaks from this support level, then we could see DroneShield going back all the way towards $1. Is that possible? Yes, very much possible, because again, DroneShield is fundamentally overpriced in comparison to ZIP. Would I think ZIP could go to $1? I don't think so, not at least in the current fundamental position, right? Big difference in those two stocks. However, DroneShield does offer a much more volatile range and quick losses and gains if you are essentially trading to the long side or a short selling this stock, right? So here's DroneShield. Pretty interesting trading setup. Not trading a technically discounted price yet. Still a FOMO level for the long term, which shows that it's still a little bit expensive. In fact, the long-term moving average is around $2. So I would expect to go to $2. There is a possibility, right, to go to $2. And then if it's $2, I would say under $2 will be absolute buy for trading. At this stage, trade with cautions. This is still a little bit expensive, right? So let's go for the third one, which is Nuix. Nuix is another growth stock, also offering a very interesting range. Tight stop loss, offering 26% range if goes back to the short-term moving average, and offering incredibly 57% range if it goes back to long-term moving average. Is the only one, the ones that we've been talking about so far, the only one that is actually trading at technically discounted price for both levels right there, offering a technical bargain. Obviously, if you're going to take a look at this stock to trade, this is the trade setup for you right there. Very simple, very easily. That's what we do with our VP members, right? But you gotta be careful with that, because you need to take a look from a multi-dimensional approach, what's happening with the fundamentals, right? If the fundamentals are shrinking, sales are not going anywhere, then obviously we could see the stock keep moving down, right? But if the fundamentals are good, and I'll let you decide, we only do this multi-dimensional analysis for our VP members. So if you decide to go with Nuix right now, it is a good time to get in, because it's trading again oversold area, technically discounted price for long-term and short-term, hypothetical support level, tight stop loss with interesting upside. Nuix at the moment is, from only looking at the technical aspect, looks pretty interesting for an entry, right? And the last one we're going to be looking today is PolyNovo. Okay, PolyNovo as well as Nuix, and I brought those 4 stocks because they are all from different sectors, right? All from different sectors, and then also the 2 of them are in similar formation, and 2 of them also in different but also similar formation. Then Nuix and PolyNovo are in very similar formation, right? And both of them are trading a technically discounted price for the long and the short term, right? PolyNovo gives me more confidence because I know PolyNovo is presenting every quarter, every half year, presenting very strong growth numbers, right? Sustainably, and the company is now profitable as well. Very important in the growth stocks, looking to profitable company with strong fundamental outlook. For me, for all of those stocks, my pick is PolyNovo and Zip, right? PolyNovo because it's trading technically very, very cheaply, but then Zip because it has strong fundamentals, okay? And we could well see Fed cutting rates in December. So yet to see what's going to happen in US monetary policy. And obviously Australia apparently is done with the interest rate cuts, and that's one of the reasons that growth stocks has gone down. But you know, if you understand the fundamentals of those 2 companies that are my favorite picks, right? Understand those fundamentals. They are mostly exposed to US economy anyway, and so understanding the business, you're buying the business. You're not only buying the movement, buying the business. Trade based on 3 different approaches: macro, technical, and fundamental. Understanding how those 3 are affecting the next 3 to 6 months, right? And take advantage when they are. Another very interesting trading setup right here with, as you can see right here, very tight stop loss, just setting, you can set the stop loss just under this green line, ascendant line right there, and target the long-term moving average. We have 20% right there, 20% with reasonably giving or taking 7% loss, if you will. So again, we're talking about 3-to-1 risk reward. Pretty good trading setup right there. And those stocks that underperformed over the last month or even 2 months could be the next winners as capital rotates from sectors that are overvalued into sectors that could be, or especially stocks in the sectors that are trading at the nearly lows for the short term. So this is my taking on those 4 stocks, okay? Let me know what you think. Which one is your best pick of those 4 and why? Put in the comments below. And remember, Ultra Black Friday right there. If you wanted to have access to all our trading setups, what we do in the market, how we are positioning to take advantage of the next rally, just Ultra Black Friday link to sign up at the description below. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.